Alright, well, this isn't about Firefly, but I was doing this, I was trying to find the chests, and I learned that they're from side missions. I talked to him once, the Bloodhound woman came, tried to stop me. She finally left, came back to give him anger. And yeah, without a doubt, the clockwork is successful. However, Chadwick's expression remains unchanged. Yet you can discern an underlying change taking place beneath the surface. Years of his experience have taught the elderly man to conceal his emotions, but he can't stop his body from trembling in an uncontainable joy and anger. My sensory seems to be coming back. Things are coming out in a surge. The memories are fragmented and incomplete, but I can see them. The elderly man's limbs stopped shaking in fury. He shut his eyes, trying to chase back everything in his life. Countless scattered fragments flash before me. I try to catch them with a net, but they keep slipping through the mesh slyly and vanish into this ocean of unconsciousness. Only a few fragments are caught by the mesh and stay in the net. I have to pick them up cautiously. I saw something. It looked like a type of weapon which brought about endless slaughter and death. I seem to be related to it. So yeah, the weapon, it's death itself, I'm assuming. So he's related to that, which would then mean that he is the guy everyone's talking about, and the legacy that everyone wants to get. Why, I don't see myself as someone who finds pleasure in violence. That's a dreadful thought. What else do you remember? I also saw some people who, those extraordinary characters, even fragmented memories, they can shine. I used to be one of them, I am. The Genius Society, I finally remember, I was once a member of the Genius Society. If so, why are you here? Just like you, I wonder about the same thing. I've been stuck in this meaningless dreamscape for too long. Why would I while my time away without the slightest thought of rescuing myself? Could it be? Chadwick furrows his brows as he glances at the spot where the Bloodhound family members walked past earlier. The family. They must have done something to me that left me powerless to fight back. I can't free myself on my own. Some sort of powerful external forces to intervene. Like the Genius Society. I happen to know a few of its members. Would you be willing to lend a hand to an elderly man you barely know? The fact that you're confined by the family bothers me. I see you're driven by your sense of justice. Thank you, this dream is beautiful yet unreal. If I keep staying here, I won't ever be able to rescue myself, for you brought me a glimmer of hope. That's more than enough. You should go back before the Bloodhound family members are back. I'll be waiting for your return with hope. Chadwick from Genius Society, I haven't heard of him before. Let me text Herta and ask her about him. Alright. I want to ask you something. Do you know of someone called Chadwick? Chadwick? That's a pretty common name. There must be tens of billions of Chadwicks across the universe. Could you be more specific? He's a Genius Society member? I met an old man named Chadwick inside Piano County Dreamscape. He said he was once a member of the Genius Society. You think I have the time to waste joking around with you? You're joking, aren't you? I'm very serious. I don't understand what is funny about that. So you're serious? Come back to the space station ASAP and meet me. Oh, and keep your lips sealed about this and do not go blabbing about this to anyone. I am not joking either. Okay, so the clock thickens. Chadwick's emo dial has been locked. Tick-tock. Okay. Well, was not expecting this. Herta actually calling us over. Alright. That was fast. How come Scooter is here too? It's been a while, Mademoiselle. I hope life is treating you well. There's no time for pleasantries now, Scootery. Let's cut to the chase. There's no rush, Herta. Assumption if Chadwick has been stuck in Pinacati for tens of thousands of system hours. I think we can afford a couple of minutes to discuss the issue. You can all act righteous as you want, but I can no longer wait. The things he is keeping are too valuable. So you think that Chadwick it was Right, he was indeed a member of the Genius Society back then. That man is a real deal. I mean, his research is very valuable. Calderon Chadwick, Genius Society number 79. His expertise includes solid-state physics, applied theory of imaginary numbers, and ballistics. Sounds impressive. He is for his groundbreaking achievements in his areas of specialization. I've been traveling across the universe since the flame of life was ignited in my core. Throughout the long journey, I've rarely met souls that truly deserve to be called a genius. Madam Herta is one of them, and so is Calderon Chadwick. Thanks for throwing in a compliment for me. I met Dr. Chadwick twice. Our first encounter happened when he was still young and ambitious, and the second was decades later. His situation in both meetings was starkly different. Recollection, Dr. Chadwick once asked for my help. He was about 50 at that time. I agreed to help him at that time. Ever since then, I have never heard from him again. It was as if he had never existed in the universe at all. Until Madam Herta received your text. He is alive, but his memory has been stripped away. The family, who knows what kind of scheme they are brewing, screwy, and what do you think we should do? There are too many uncertainties surrounding this matter. For now, I'm unable to come up with a convincing solution based on the limited information. Hypotheses: Dr. Chadwick offended the family for some reason and was confined in a dreamscape as a result. Things still don't quite add up in this scenario. As far as I know, Calderon Chadwick is not a long-life species. It has been decades since I was last in touch with him. Something is keeping him alive until now. I'm afraid there's only one way to unravel the mystery. I'd like to travel to Petercotty myself and find a chance to visit Mr. Chadwick. Madam Cell, would you like to join me? Wait. Can a robot go into the dreamscape? That then begs the question, do robots dream? If they do, what do they dream? World domination? Who knows? Let's set off right away. I can't wait to find out the truth. I admire your excitement in the face of uncertainties. There is something I have to tell you before we go, Madam Cell. The most outstanding achievement of Calderon Chadwick's life is the invention of a weapon called Imaginary Impulsion Pulse. That weapon took millions of lives and destroyed countless homes. Yes, but is it the death we, have seen? Scudurum. Polka, Xander. Okay, either way. You're finally here again, Madam Cell. It's good to see you in person. You're so efficient. Each of our encounters bore an extraordinary significance, and for that I am grateful. It's been quite some time since I last came here. The lobby of the Reverie is still as extravagant as I remember. Let's head to the reception and ask about Chadwick's whereabouts. Would they explicitly tell us? Always regarded dreams with awe, hence I rarely frequent Petercotty, that planet of festivities. To me, the so-called sweet dreams are often such serene and insincere, a stark contrast to the true shape of a dream. I wonder if they're immersing himself in the dreamscape. Thanks. You know, I love how they keep, doing the dialogue, and they still keep moving. So you can never truly finish the dialogue unless I would have just stopped way back there. Even then, when we first ran into Topaz, she did the same thing. I stopped, she kept moving towards the thing in the museum, and then her dialogue just ended. When are they gonna ever fix that? Like, I care about the story, man. Just stop her and wait till she finishes talking, or anyone finishes talking, and then continue. Like, come on. Welcome to Petercotty, Miss Cell. How can I help you? I see you've got a friend today. My name is Grudem, madam. Please forgive me for coming here uninvited and without checking in. You should be able to see my name on the permanent VIP list of the family. Ellie's face twitches slightly upon hearing the name of Scuderium, but she is quick to compose herself. You really admire her professionalism. And just a moment, Mr. Scuderium. Your name is indeed on the permanent VIP list. Welcome back to Pinacani, Mr. Scuderium. What can I do for you? Zara and I are here to visit a hotel guest here. Dr. Caldera and Chadwick, could you arrange for us to meet? From what I know, he's been staying here for quite some time. Caldera and Chadwick, the name doesn't ring a bell, which is strange. Please bear with me while I check the system data. That won't be necessary, Allie. I'm sorry, gentlemen, Dr. Chadwick can't meet with visitors at the moment. It's you! I was lenient to you last time at the Dream's Edge. The same thing won't happen again. Count yourself lucky that Mrs. Scuderium is with you, Dream Chaser, otherwise. Let's not escalate the situation. The family wouldn't want to disturb the guests in the lobby, right? To the best of my knowledge, Caldera and Chadwick isn't a long life species, and the last time I talked to him was 2 amber eras ago. Question, by the what means did the family extend the life of Caldera and Chadwick? Has that means been approved by the International Health Organization? Does it comply with the regulations of Pinacani? I don't have the authority to answer your questions or allow unauthorized visits to Dr. Chadwick, sir. Please leave. There is no room for negotiation here. Understood. Your actions speak of your loyalty to the family. Well, can I assume that you'd rather turn the family against Planet Scuderium just to uphold your principles? Am I correct? Are you prepared to bear the consequence of being the enemy of the Genius Society? He's so intimidating all of a sudden. Screwy, I've never seen him this side of him. Please excuse me for a moment. I need to consult our family head. Moira is gone for a while. When she returns, her facial expression has softened a great deal. My sincerest apologies for the inconvenience. The family head has instructed me to let Mr. Scuderium and this nameless lady here through. Please come with me. Wait, are we going to that one locked room in the lobby? We are! This is also where the chest is. Now again, no. What I want to know, though, is why is there a chest when we were in a cinematic in our room, and there was a chest? Why was there a chest in that cinematic? When the only 2 chests that are in the lobby are right here in that room over there. Where? Why? This is Dr. Chadwick's room. The regulations prohibit the bloodhound from entering the hotel rooms without the guest's permission, so I'll stay outside. You guys have stringent regulations here. Should I knock? I don't think it's necessary. I'm afraid Dr. Chadwick can't enter the door in his current state. Let me open it. Come in. Dr. Caldera and Chadwick. Sorry for showing up here all of a sudden. We hope you don't mind our unexpected visit. After you, mademoiselle. All the sad young men. This is what I've been seeing in my, stupid freaking cinematics. Why are we seeing chests from a different room in our room? That was annoying the hell out of me. In this dingy, stuffy room, the only thing that reminds you of a flowing time is the pulsing, hovering liquid bubbles in a dream pool. But they won't be able to tell you where Professor Chadwick went. Chadwick! You weigh a dusty suitcase with your hand. It is obviously empty. It has been left untouched in this room for centuries. Wait, are we gonna learn that his mind is actually a copy in the world? Which then means that Firefly could also be a copy. and that because her copy was destroyed, she's literally gone. The fireplace heating is turned on, yet the whole room is chilly like an icy cavern. Or, we solve everything in Pinakani, she dies, but her memory is then imprinted into the dreamscape, and if we ever want to see Firefly, we come here. But she'll never be able to come with us on the Astral Express. That would also suck. Fireplace heating is turned on, yet the whole room is chilly like an icy cavern. You can't imagine a normal person living in a space so cold. Madam Cell, I think I know where Chadwick is. Please come and take a look. If my assumptions hold, has the family taken us for a ride? Where else can he hide? The secret is right in front of us. Screwdum reaches his hand slowly into the dream pool. Gently, he scoops up a translucent bubble from the liquid. The moment the bubble leaves the surface of the liquid, it starts floating upward until it is hovering in the mid-air. At last, we meet again, Dr. Calderon Chadwick. This bubble Chadwick? Deduction. The likelihood of Calderon Chadwick as a short-life species remaining alive to this day in corporeal state is close to zero. As of now, no longevity technology has been able to extend the natural lifespan of a normal human by 2 amber eras. My god, the voice I keep trying to give him just changes so much. On the other hand, the family in Pinagani has a deep understanding of Memoria and its related technologies. Even though they can't sustain Chadwick's body, they can still extract the substance from the depths of his brain, allowing his consciousness to survive. Can he even be considered to be alive? It depends on how you define alive. Many in the galaxy opine that machines, which are made of cold metallic chassis and veined by electric circuits, cannot be seen as life forms. One question remains, why would the family go to such lengths to store Chadwick's memory here? What significance does his memory hold for them? Perhaps they're concerned about that weapon you mentioned. Imaginary Pulse, that's the name, right? I don't think the family is capable of extracting any useful information from Chadwick's mind about himself. It's because the Scuderium hesitates and trails off after the sentence. Let's talk about this elsewhere. In case someone is listening to our conversation, the Hounds have excellent hearing. You have the right to learn the story in its entirety, Madam Cell. If you hadn't informed Madam Herta of your discovery out of kindness, it cannot be said how long Chadwick would have been confined here. So I need a favor from you, Madam Cell. I'd like you to pass something over to Dr. Calderon Chadwick for me in a dream. I believe that thing will help him come to his senses. What about you? I'll negotiate with the upper echelons of the family toward the aim of taking Chadwick's memory bubble with me. Until then, I hope you'll learn the full story from Chadwick, excluding matters that happened before he went missing. May you have a nice dream, Madam Cell. Thanks, Kuriuna. Now, I'll have a wonderful dream once I can get the last dang freaking chest I need. Which I can't because it's locked. And it's behind, apparently, another mission. Man, that's annoying. Almost as annoying as it would have been for me to run straight to my room instead of just teleporting here. Hello, Chadwick. The elderly man in front of you gazes calmly at the city of dreams in the distance. Dr. Chadwick. Oh, youngster, I'm glad that I can still recognize you. You still remember the elderly man's upbeat voice when he parted 2 ways last time. That tiny flickering flame of hope in his eyes seems to have been snuffed out again. I'm happy you're willing to talk to me, but you shouldn't come here. Moira and the rest of the bloodhounds, for that matter, won't be pleased to see you. They won't come around looking for trouble anymore. Don't worry, that problem has been solved. Do you mean? I probably don't need to know the details. I've heard stories about the nameless, and I believe you must be talented as those in the stories. Do you remember Scuderium? A Scuderium? A Scuderi? As if struck by lightning, Chadwick's eyes suddenly widen and quickly contract again. The gloom covering his eyes dissipates and he appears bright-eyed. Skirirum, where is he? He promised he would help me. Wait, no. He did fulfill his promise and he didn't fail me. I was one who went missing. Both my ears and mouth were covered and I was blindfolded. Why? Why is everything in such a chaotic, disorderly manner? I remember I'm a member of the Genius Society, but what I do, and what have I forgotten? Who bound me to this illusory world? Show the bottle of pills to Chadwick. Is this a bottle of pills? It can help you recover your memory. Scooter wants to help you. Got it. This is Screw's idea, right? Now my chest feels like it holds the entire universe in it. I can see it flicker and feel its pulse, but I know nothing about it. But when you showed me the bottle of pills earlier, a voice came from a distant corner of my universe. It tried to persuade me to trust Kuriurum and you. Chadwick's face beams with a smile. It is the first time you have seen genuine joy on his face. Who am I to be picking now? Right, I'll take it. Alright. I'm ready. Oh no, this person's emo dial is locked. But we might be able to find a suitable replacement lock cylinder. Unlock. Emoscape, you are about to enter Chadwick's Emoscape. Are you ready to TikTok? Enter. A battle? Okay. Oh hey, I want to heard a space station. The young Calderan Chadwick is standing right before you. He wears the same contemplative expression even after several amber eras. Is this the place? Yes, Dr. Chadwick. Starting from here, we, the technology department and your team, will shape the future of the galaxy together. Don't be overconfident, Dudley. I'm not fully certain this project will work out. Haha, take it easy. What we need is you on our team, not a 100% success rate. Honestly speaking, Dud, I'm a bit apprehensive about this. What you guys are seeking is a weapon that only exists theoretically. It could cause an upheaval in the galaxy. Of course, Chad, don't ever underestimate the technology department. We might not be geniuses like you, but we're plenty visionary. The Amber Lords just swung their hammer, announcing the beginning of a new era. It means the legendary cosmic catastrophe is drawing close. No explanation needed. I've read the brief history of the universe to know enough. By the way, I'm surprised you're a supporter of the catastrophe theory. That's not totally true. I'll support any theory with the most commercial value. It sounds like something you would say. There's nothing you can't deny. Since the cancer of all worlds started spreading, the Legion and Annihilation Gang have become more and more active. Our mission here is to prepare and ward off those threats. I don't want to say things like we're working for a just cause, because I know you want that naive Chad. I just think that our lives can be a lot easier if we don't complicate stuff. I don't want to spend all day delving into this subject with you. Let's go down. Take the elevator to reach the secret laboratory basement, alright. I'm a little scared, but the excitement is danger. Orders, it's preventing you all from abandoning the attacks before, and I hope you'll understand chat. But I can tell you this, you will absolutely not be disturbed here. I see, but you should know too, that if I wanted, I would find a way to locate my position. It's not that hard. Ellie laughs out loud instead of fielding a response. Of course he knows that it is a genius who stands before him. Are those true stings? You're right. I think they're probably from the Swarm Disaster era. It's been a long while since anyone stepped foot here. I wouldn't be surprised by anything I see in this facility. I'm proud you guys managed to find this place. It's the first time I've seen living true stings. It's a pity you aren't a biologist. Let's clear this place up or we can't start working. I mean, his team doesn't seem to be bad against the Swarm. To an extent. Bye-bye. Alright, that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, the space beyond this door is where we concoct a miracle. Is Dr. Chadwick inside? I never thought I'd end up working alongside that genius. Please hold your horses. Before you all officially become Dr. Chadwick's colleagues, there's something I want to remind you. By walking through this door, you'll be selecting a different life for yourselves. This lab will be your life for a very long time to come. You will work, research, have fun, and make friends here, isolated from the outside world until this project is launched or fails. If you aren't ready for this kind of life, you may go before I open this door. I've been studying imaginary theories since the age of 15. Working with Dr. Chadwick is my lifelong ambition. Right, this is an opportunity others could only dream of. That door is nothing as scientists. We've long dedicated our lives to science. Honestly, I don't know which one's which. You guys are just like him. I believe you'll have a great time working with Dr. Chadwick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please come on in. I can shake the world from right here. Okay. Everything looks the same, pretty much. The 37th detonation test unsuccessful. The energy waves from the collision failed to tear up the imaginary fissure. The detonation capsule did not reach the critical threshold. Why? Lift through the safety protocols and increase the collision rate to 1.3 times the default threshold. Let's take it from there. But it's too risky. And it might even compromise the researcher's safety. Exactly, we can try one more time. There's no need to. We've tried too many times. It's clear that we won't make any progress if we go down the same road. Over the past 3 years, we've overcome nearly every theoretical hurdle. The scientific achievements born in this lab are enough to leave the universe amazed. But if we fail to build imaginary impulsion pulse, our efforts will all be in vain. The IPC won't allow us to take the scientific results with us, not even a single page. As physicists, we must succeed. After overcoming the bottleneck, the experiment went smoothly, and the lab even received visitors. Screwdum. My team and I are honored to have you here to watch the detonation test. This lab doesn't welcome visitors, but you're special with Mr. Screwdum. The technology department wants to stay in your good graces. You're welcome, Dr. Chadwick. I'm floored by you and your colleagues' achievements. Please allow me to ask you some questions, as curiosity sometimes compels me to ignore the decorum. It's like what organic life experiences. Why did you agree to take part in the development of a weapon as destructive as the imaginary implosion pulse? Have I been reading that as impulsion this entire time? My bad. Dudley, my friend from the technology department, said that the weapon could be used to contain the destruction's forces. He said we were doing the right thing. I'm very sorry, Dr. Chadwick. I shouldn't have sprung that question on you and put you in a position to give us an insincere answer. I think we're all free to choose the life we prefer. We can put aside those redundant thoughts that distract us and focus on our tasks at hand in areas of expertise. But you must be cautious, Doctor. For people like us, even a minor slip-up can impact the entire universe. Our wisdom is both a blessing and a burden. Some advice is too late to be given now. Now we already know that the box contains a monster. I'll be able to safeguard it and make sure it won't be opened by some ignorant kids. Thanks for your advice, Mrs. Screwdum. I hope I'll see you again one day. Hurry it up. Round up anyone who dares to resist. No one should hinder the detonation. Are they really going to use the pulse? Professor Chadwick, where is he? Only he can put a stop to all this. Captain, we've located Professor Calderon Chadwick. Good, we'll still have time then. Take him to the control room. I'll notify Director Dudley. Hurry and go. Scooter's words forced me to face myself. The only thing down here is a giant, bug, right? Of the sworn, that giant boss? At least that's what's currently down here right now. But the moment of clarity always comes too late. Wait, what? The IPCs are enemies now. I haven't fought IPC since, you know, Topaz? Okay. I mean, I don't arguably want to fight, so I'm just gonna... Bye! You guys are not worth my time. Not worth it. My nightmare finally came. I'm very sorry to tell you this, Chad. You might be a genius in your field, but you know nothing about power. Your naivety blinds you from seeing the big picture, and you don't even understand the era you're in. You should have realized long ago that we're both merely pawns in this game of chess. Once we're placed on the chessboard, we are no longer in control of our fates. Weapons are made to eliminate enemies. It isn't that hard to understand. Over a dozen Vanguard units of the Legion are preparing to attack the joint trade routes. Their presence can directly threaten Pier Point safety. Our enemies are closing in. This is the perfect time to test the power of the imaginary implosion pulse. You have 100 or 1,000 other ways to stop them that can incur lower costs and affect fewer innocents. I've got it finally. What we've done here for the past 20 years is just an experiment. The result of our work never truly belongs to us. Stop lying to yourself, Chad. You knew what you were getting into right from the beginning. You chose to ignore it. Come here, bomb maker. It's time to show the Legion our might. Wait, I'm the bomb maker? What? That's when I know I'm the bomb and all, but I don't know how to make them. The end of my creation and of me. Ballistic trajectory pre-calculations incomplete. Margin of error plus 0.08%. Charging destination platform 60%, 70%, 85%. Complete. Reviewing collider status 30%, 50%, 75%. Complete. Automatic cruise AI deployed. Enemy contact detonation AI deployed. Imaginary implosion pulse preparation complete. Ready to detonate at any moment. How many collateral targets are there in the blast range? Calculation in progress. There are an estimated 24 planets at the satellite level or above, within the blast range. Among them, there are 3 secondary planets with civilizations of grade D or above. The amount of collateral damage is acceptable. The detonation plan can proceed as scheduled. What? So we're essentially nuking planets. Okay. It's time, bomb maker. Hit the detonate button. He's gonna hit it himself. If I don't hit it, he'll hit it himself. I refuse. I'm not gonna blow up innocent planets. You hit the dang button yourself. What are you doing? Press it now. I get it. You're afraid of taking the blame, aren't you? Fret not. The one who presses the button is neither you nor I. We won't even be mentioned if this incident is later reported. Now do it. You can't make me do this. You sympathize with Dr. Chadwick, right? I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but the Calderon Chadwick isn't worth your sympathy. He'd long foreseen an outcome, but he chose to ignore it and carry on the research at all costs. Selfishly, he puts his talent before everything else. He doesn't care the least bit about anyone else. Now do it. No! I'm not going to say anything else. You've just wasted your final opportunity. Hey, you do it. Wait. They kicked me out, and I'm still the one that has to detonate? Wait. So they kicked me out, but I'm still the bomb exploding person. Seriously? You're afraid of taking the blame. Do not press the button. Yeah, see, Wait, that's a gunshot! He kills the person that doesn't blow it up! He's shooting them in the head! I didn't realize the first time, he literally shoots them! Jesus Christ, this guy is messed up! Now, just for science, I'm gonna choose to not do it one more time to see what happens. I'll be back. Never mind. My mouse slipped and accidentally hit the dang button. No! Detonation command confirmed. Collider charging in progress 20%, 50%, 75%. Critical detonation threshold reached. Automatic cruise AI activated, locking target 30%, 70%. Complete. Lock on AI activated, warming up 20%, 40%, 80%. Chamber temperatures reach threshold. Imaginary implosion pulse is about to be launched. 5. Dud. 4. Don't hold it against me, Chad. You have to be responsible for our choices. 3. My name will forever be cursed. What's the price you have to pay, Dudley? 2. Jesus. Look, Chad, this is your problem. You always take your gifts and talents for granted. You have no idea there are people like me. 1. No one will remember us. 0. Imaginary implosion pulse detonates. Dang. What I just experienced, was that the first half of the Chadwick's life? This memory isn't over yet. Let's take a look at what happened to him after. Dude, this is the longest side mission I have ever done. As far as I can remember, at least. Okay. Oh, Cell, it's you again. Now you have experienced half of my life and learned about my story. How many people did the imaginary pulse kill? A number that I try my best every day to forget. Ever since that day, I haven't dared to look in the mirror even once. I'm worried I might see a monster, murderer who has killed countless people and ruined even more lives. That day in the control room was the last I saw Dudley. Perhaps it's true that pawns don't deserve to be mentioned, just like how he put it. Well, yeah, he also killed the detonator. If he chose to not detonate, like what the heck? After that, I disbanded the team and left the lab. I managed to take some crucial data with me to keep them from falling into the wrong hands. I later learned from others that the higher-ups of the technology department who ordered the imaginary implosion pulse detonation were subjected to an internal review. They were never heard of again. But I knew that IPC wouldn't let the matter rest. The result of our research was way too valuable. Although they released a statement condemning the detonation, they would never really give up the technology related to it. They needed me to control the knowledge and keep it out of reach of other factions across the universe. so they would always be breathing down my neck. So I decided to escape, not wanting to live the rest of my life being controlled by others. A name came to my mind when I needed the help the most. We only met once, but he saw through my hypocrisy and excuses. Screw him. Yes, I made up my mind to look for him, thinking that he could help me rebel against IPC. This is the story of the latter part of my life. Man, now we got the latter half. Jeez. I mean, this is interesting, but man, this is so long. So, there are enemies here. Do I gotta go up and around everywhere? I'm assuming so. Yep, to fix the puzzle, I've gotta go up and around. Oh, joy, this is gonna take me a while. I also apparently need to go down. And I only have 2 charges right now. So, that leads me to believe... Let me just go to the other... maybe not. This one should lead me up there? Because it'll put me onto there that I can get to that. Then I'm going to have to come back and come again. It'll put me onto there, which then will give me that charger. Okay. Once upon a time, when there was no interaction between different worlds, some civilizations were already in possession of weapons powerful enough to destroy themselves. Out of fear for power, they established complicated laws and regulations in an attempt to prevent these self-unmaking devices from falling into the hands of the insane or the violent. When the story of these later became interconnected by winding routes, the exchange of technology and resources began. New weapons, many times more powerful than the original ones, emerged one after another. Bewilderingly, those complicated rules in place to limit abuse of weapons became increasingly simplified as more and more powerful weapons were invented. People were more tolerant of weapons when they were used against enemies. Let's say there was a faraway planet where its people were being ravaged by ferocious flames with their cries echoing throughout the sky. Yet for you and I, lying beneath a tree and gazing at the sky, the planet would be just another star plucked by someone from many others. Oh, man. Okay, now, I need to go back. Get my charges again. Now I gotta take a different route. Of course the enemies are the IPC. Of course. Wisdom. What a perplexing word. Some see it as the answer to every problem and an ultimate of all virtues. However, many of those with extraordinary intellect are troubled by secular problems. Is it because their genius is too arrogant, or is it because jealousy gets the better of the mundane? No one has an answer for that. Only one thing is irrefutable: wisdom can coexist with selfish desires. That's true. Alright. Well, they should give us 3 charges. No, it's still 2. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So we only ever get 2, huh? So I gotta make this count. Why not? There's a recharger here. Do you give me my 3rd one? Nope. Okay, so that one gives me the get shut off that. Which will bring us back. So I do that last. This one. What did Xandar see when he was recording tomes on the imaginary tree in his strange and ancient language? When I was little and was first discovered the imaginary theories, what came to my mind was the image of a dense forest, not of a huge tree. After going through so many things, I still find it hard to believe that the foundation of the universe is a giant tree that nurtures countless leaves, selflessly and voluntarily. I prefer to see each plant as a seed carried by the wind that happens to land on the soil. Seeds then begin to take root and grow bigger, eventually forming the forest. The universe isn't concerned with our presence, it merely exists and observes. Alright. Now. You. Got all the puzzle pieces. And we're good to go. Scooter. Scooterum, I finally found you. We haven't seen each other for years, Dr. Chadwick. Please forgive me for not telling you that I feel sorry for your plight. I know you have long seen it coming. I have brought this upon myself. After all these years, I no longer have to be reminded of that. I need help, Mr. Scooterum. I can tell you're driven to a corner. As you're still willing to talk to me after going through all those hardships, Planet Scooterum can be your temporary shelter if you need it. No way. I pledged to myself never to involve any more innocent people in this matter. No matter where I hide, the IPC will find me. It's just a matter of time. I can't be on the run forever, so I need to fight back in some way. I've heard that a genius has developed a secret drug capable of blocking parts of the consciousness and memory of a person. I've never been closer with anyone from Genius Society, so I need you to pull the strings for me. The selective blocking agent, I've heard of it. I suppose it's the brainchild of that eccentric pharmacist, indeed. That lady has no dealings with the IPC, so the risk of her selling you out is low. Question, do you think this is a surefire solution? All I'm certain is that it has the smallest price to pay. As long as I can forget the knowledge temporarily, the IPC will have no means to extract it from my brain. As for whatever I'll be going through, I deserve it. Everyone must be accountable for their actions, and facing the consequences is part and parcel of the process. I understand, Dr. Chadwick. I'll get you that drug. You're finally honest with yourself, Doctor. I'm glad for you for that achievement alone. I hope with all my heart that you can pull through these tough times. Okay. Chadwick. Dr. Chadwick in front of you is at an advanced age. He looks very similar to how he was when you first met him. He still has some contemplative eyes, now tinged with a hint of gloominess. He can't seem to sense your presence. Perhaps you can take a look around the room first. Search for clues around the study. Few books are scattered on the floor. You peer out their names and are certain they have nothing to do with Chadwick's specialization nor research subjects. You find it hard to believe that old man would be interested in Zanshu Vidyadhara folk music theory, or perhaps he must have lived here for too long. One wonders what's inside the safe on the wall. It could be completely empty because Calderon Chadwick, right here, has no more secret he can hide. It's true. The desk before the old man is stacked with unsent letters. On the letter cover, written in hasty handwriting, unauthorized sent requests return recommended. Mr. Chadwick has been placed under house arrest here. I should go talk to him. Doctor? Did they send their guys over here again? Who is sent here makes no difference. I've said time and again that I'm no longer of use to you guys. You took the selective blocking agent. How did you know? I get it. This isn't reality. You want an IPC lackey, are you? Wonderful. It's been so long since I had a normal conversation with someone. I don't need anything here, as they'll get me whatever I want. I'm just deprived of freedom. What have they done? At first they pretended to be friendly with me. They tempted me with valuables and promises in return for my knowledge, all to no avail. Eventually they lost their patience and started forcing me to read articles related to the theory of imaginary application. But the drug was surprisingly effective. Not only did it block my access to the related knowledge in my mind, but it also hampered my ability to learn the knowledge. Much later on, they accepted the fact that I had been reduced to a useless man. Starting from some point in time, they changed their strategy and decided to just wait for my death. I'm sorry to hear that. You don't have to, it's a price I have to pay. The passing of time and increasing pain seem to have alleviated my guilt, which is the only good thing about being confined here. What will happen next? I've gathered bits and pieces of info from the people they sent. Combined with my own dedication, I believe the IPC must be scheming to tamper with the memoria left in my brain after the death of my physical body. They probably think that no matter how tight-lipped I am now, whatever remains of my dead body will be at their disposal. I'm scared, youngster. I'm worried that all the precautions I've taken so far will be negated upon my demise. At this rate, the IPC will one day regain control of the imaginary pulse's technology and monopolize it. My efforts will all be in vain when the time comes. Please allow me to rebuke that, Doctor. Your efforts isn't in vain. Here we are again, Dr. Chadwick. Screwdum, I never thought I could see you again. I once thought so too. Life is unpredictable, but it has eventually shown us its benevolent side. I'm here to tell you that your effort isn't in vain, even after the death of your physical body. You're still safeguarded your knowledge, leaving no chance for those harboring ulterior motives. It isn't the effect of the drug, but the ingrained dedication and perseverance in your consciousness. That's great. It couldn't be better. You know what, Screwdum? I've always regretted not listening to the voice inside me when we first met. It's just a simple phrase, but I haven't been able to say it. It's probably time I hear it from myself now. Say it, Chadwick. Life is fleeting and many reach the end with regrets. I can't say your life is a happy one, but it is at least complete with when this moment takes place. I joined the experiment not for a good cause, but for myself. I wanted my talent and expertise to be seen by the whole world, and that's it. Thank you, Screwdum, and you. I feel much better, probably never better. You've been through a lot, Dr. Chadwick. Now, if you don't mind, please let us be with you as you make your way to the end. Congrats on fixing Chadwick's emo dial TikTok. Oh my god, this was so long. Help Dr. Chadwick to his feet. Accompany him to his final journey, Mr. Screwdum. I've not gathered too many opinions on this matter. However, there's one lady's assessment that I believe I can convey on her behalf. In a few short years, Calderon Chadwick. Dude, like, seriously? Yeah, Chadwick emits a satisfied laugh, and then, yeah. Like, seriously, man? Is it because I kept walking? Or it's because he kept moving? Like, I lost all bits of dialogue before we even got to the door. Let's wake up, Miss Cell. Jesus. Why has it gotta be so quiet every time? Thank you, Miss Cell. You managed to unravel the mystery surrounding Dr. Chadwick and gave him freedom. He is not in the dreamscape. I didn't do anything. He's no longer in a dreamscape. I found a way to convince the family to bring the remnants of Chadwick's memorial to Hertha Space Station. As the witness to the completion of his life, I would like to invite you to pay your final respects, should you wish to, that is. I'll be there. Soon. Miss Hertha and I shall await you in the seclusion zone. Okay. Let's go. See his final moments, and we get 50 jades for this. Which is really, really nice. I'm here. Oh, his brain is there. Welcome back, Madam Cell. 2 amber eras later, Dr. Chadwick is finally freed. He is now with us. Why is he in a dream? How did he end up like this? What Dr. Chadwick dreaded the most became reality. After his demise, the IPC extracted the memory in his brain with the advanced technology provided by the Garden of Recollection, and sealed it in a memory bubble. They must have prepared it for it in advance. A deposit took place right after his death so fast that even his consciousness in his final moments was preserved. That step alone wasn't enough, as the memoria preserved that way was, in essence, a stagnant pool. If it remained inactive for too long a time, what was in the water would eventually die out. Therefore, the IPC came up with a solution sending Chadwick to Peanut Colony to maintain the activity of the memoria. Speculation the technology department must have struck some sort of deal with the family. Under the family's supervision, Dr. Chadwick wandered in Dreamscape for 2 amber eras. If it went too for you, Madam Cell, their supervision would continue. Now he can rest. I agree, Madam Cell. This is such a miracle. It's hard to believe he has managed to resist the IPC until now with what little consciousness remained in his memoria. I was right about him back then. He's always been a genius, Madam Herta, but he isn't always this determined. Wait, is the one who gave him that drug to begin with Herta? Maybe? I don't know. Could also be someone else. Then I either don't know or they have been named. They're just not, being named here. Science and technology is not good or evil. For the past hundreds of years, he's been trying to redeem himself for a thought he had when he was young. Although again, we don't really know how old Herta is. She could be in a similar state. When Cell told me about him, I thought I would finally have the chance to learn about his research. It's a pity that things turned out this way. Those devices are used to maintain the vitality of the memory bubble temporarily. By turning them off, Dr. Chadwick will be able to enter a peaceful slumber. Madam Cell, let's pay our final respects to him together. The heck is this? What? That's weird. Before you lies more than just a lifeless machine. It embodies a third of Calderon Chadwick's existence. Deactivate? Wait, can I should have talked to him, shouldn't I? Or see if I could have. Well, hold on. I know how to fix this. Just to check. Okay, you cannot do anything. Oh, wait. Yeah, you can't do anything with the bubble. Okay. Deactivate the life-sustaining system. Going white, he's suffocating. You hoped for a response from the world to the departure of this brilliant mind. Yet all that lingers is a profound silence in the air. Deactivate the second life support system. Jesus. Okay. There's also a third. I don't know you very well, Doctor. We've known each other for a century, yet we've only met 3 times. Nevertheless, please allow me to address you as a friend. He's getting smaller. I understand this may not be much of a consolation, but in my calculations, your research has the potential to save billions of lives. Regrettably, the error has slipped through our fingers like sand. Prior to the onset of an actual disaster, all we can do is pray. Pray that the discerning gaze of Noose may turn toward the next Calderon Chadwick. Noose, 1 or 2. Herta, what do you got to say? Well, should I also say something? Dr. Chadwick, although I've never met you in person. Okay. I figured as much. I deeply admire your intellect and research. You know, I don't usually give compliments, but our fields of study share many commonalities. Your work on the theory of imaginary application has sparked my inspiration on more than one occasion, and I have to say it's even made me, a tad jealous. It's a shame we never had a chance to work together. From what I've heard from Screwy and that troublemaker, you've had your share of hardships in your lifetime. Rest in peace, Doc. Wait. I'm the troublemaker? How is... What? What trouble have I ever caused? I saved your space station, thank you very much. Oh. Is this over? Well, it's a calm conclusion for Dr. Chadwick in his later years. This would count as a quite significant luxury. I never imagined I'd be bidding farewell to a fellow society member in person. It feels rather peculiar. It's a real pity. If only I had realized 2 errors earlier. Madam Herta. Madam Herta. Who is it? Did you all hear that voice just now? Is the space station haunted? A miracle, it's a miracle! Are you playing a prank, Scooter Yurum? Calm down, both of you, I heard that voice too. Could it be the residual consciousness of Dr. Chadwick? Herta, please come closer. It's happening again, but this time it seems quieter. Speculation. Dr. Chadwick's self-awareness still lingers faintly. He's making an eager effort to communicate with us. Madam Herta, Madam Cell, let's get closer. Madam Herta. I'm listening, Doctor. If there's anything else you want to say, now's the time. I'm honored. My research, my knowledge. I will leave behind. Please accept. Wait, are you saying... Memoria is dissipating. Please come closer. Touch foreheads. I understand, Doctor. Herta Puppet takes a step forward, touching her forehead against the memory bubble which holds traces. Did his knowledge pass through to Herta? Calderon Chadwick. It's absolutely infuriating. He was nothing more than an ordinary person with a lifespan of just a few decades. Yet he managed to achieve such astonishing feats. What did he say to you? Everything in that brief moment. He entrusted all his life's work to me. It appears that in the final moments of his life, Calderon Chadwick showed to place his trust in you, Madam Herta, even though the two of you had never met before. The reasoning behind organic life is truly unpredictable. Nevertheless, the impulses of organic life frequently embody a grand and romantic poetry that never fails to leave me in awe. Remarkable, truly remarkable. Tens of thousands of formulas and equations are flashing through my mind right now. I never imagined there could be such a way to analyze the problem. From imaginary overflow to imaginary implosion, from theory to application, from a mere paper to the birth of the imaginary pulse. Ah, what did you see, Madam Herta? I saw the final word he left behind. To Madam Herta, while I've been held my position during my lifetime, given the resources the IPC possesses, they will inevitably discover the means and techniques to reproduce the imaginary implosion pulse. The die was cast at the moment the imaginary pulse was created. Every corner of the universe is destined to be on guard against its threats. I can't turn back time, but there's still one thing I can do. I can entrust my knowledge and technology to those who are worthy, thereby establishing the groundwork for a deterrent system robust enough to counterbalance the IPC's might. My life is nearing its conclusion yet. From this moment forward, I aspire to be an unyielding blade, eternally poised above tyranny and malevolence. Hey, we got him as a sticker, okay. The good deeds a man has done. Oh boy. According to my calculations, Calder and Chadwick's research could have saved hundreds of millions of lives. Not appear that this outcome has an extremely high rate of becoming reality. May you find eternal peace among that sea of trees, Doctor. Okay, that's all he has to say. Herda. To think he would entrust his life's work to me. Did he not know this space station was connected with the IPC? But his wishes, they must be honored. Find a way to circumvent the IPC surveillance then. With my reputation as a genius on the line, I will surely get this done for Dr. Caldera and Chadwick. Okay. That is truly every single thing for this side mission. What the heck this bug was, I have absolutely no clue either. My God. Leslie Dean fans unite. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Sweet Dreams Tour, dearest customer. Alright, well. With that, I'm going to be ending this episode that I never thought I'd actually be making here. That was way, way, way longer than I thought it ever would actually be. For a side mission. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Which may honestly be, if this one was as long as it was, the next one to unlock the other door might be the next one I do. If not, I don't know. I only recorded this one because, you know, it mentioned the similarities to him and the Weapon of Destruction. It was intriguing. It was interesting. Obviously, the Weapon of Destruction was not death itself, sadly. I was hoping he had a connection to that. I mean, to be all honest, that could still have a connection to some degree. Probably, maybe not. See, either way, till then, I will see you guys later.